I discovered like campus mein I was appearing for Avalon Consulting, JP Morgan, because I did 3-year analyst. Even if I submit my CV, they'll just take me as an analyst. I'm a computer engineer. I had to learn what is lubricants. Okay, there were 200 products. And if you give so there is something called NLGI grade. If in this big 200 crore plus machine, if you put a grease of NLGI grade 1 instead of 2, machine is gone. So as a sales manager, even though I had a full-time support of a technical expert, I myself needed to understand the technicalities because I was not able to understand those many product names and those many technicalities. Then my technical trainer told Pradeep, by the time you learn technical, your stint will be over. So get into the field, speak to the customers, speak to the stakeholders. Whatever products they are repeating and whatever the deal is going, you learn that much technical part.
I can ask her to join me on the stage. Pradeep, give her a big round of applause, guys.
I can feel you, okay? It's energy sector, guys.
Are you comfortable sitting? You want to stand and talk?
I would like to stand.
Stand and talk. Okay, great. Lovely. No problem. No problem. We can stand and talk, and this will emanate some energy that we are talking about, maybe. Okay. So, help me understand, Pradeep, a little bit about your journey. Were you also an engineer who decided to do an
Yes.
MBA?
I'm a computer engineer from NIT Kurukshetra. Why I joined MBA? See, I like this, okay? I did sales for 2 years in Shell before this marketing role. I come from a defense background. So I like change. I like people change, culture change, location change. When I talk to someone, I like to get into their shoes, get into their stories. I know this was the question in interviews also. Why did I, joined or thought about doing MBA when I was a computer engineer from NIT Kurukshetra? So I did internship with DRDO actually in Bangalore. I updated, I don't know if it's confidential, but we worked on a fighting aircraft's communication system, and it is a project in DRDO Bangalore, Defense Avionics. But I liked computers, but it was a sitting job. You have to sit on a laptop for hours, develop softwares. That's also an interesting, field right now. But I knew that I wanted to interact and have, different experiences. So what happened in NIT, a firm called Verity Knowledge Solution based in Hyderabad, they came and they hired me as an analyst. It was a finance role. I worked as an investment banking analyst, outsourced investment banking analyst. Firstly, we used to work for UBS. And after that, I shifted to Delhi. And there we used to work for Credit Suisse in eValueServe. So I did that. And I realized that, you should do MBA before you get into MBA role if you want to move a ladder up. So I decided to do MBA. And then I went on to do my MBA from IIM Trichy.
What was that MBA life like? Was it just like NIT that you had, or there were other factors coming in that made your belief firm that sales and marketing is something that you want to, get into?
So don't think about choosing a field. That's the best part about IIMs. You get to learn different fields. I did audit in valuation. I have a component of finance, component of supply. But yeah, my major or more elective is towards marketing and sales. IIM Trichy, great place to be. And, best 2 years of my life. I think I could squeeze everything that any student from a B school could. I went to a student exchange program in finance. I am an international youth delegate by Government of India. I represented India in China on behalf of IIM Trichy and India for 10 days. So yeah, IIM Trichy, known for finance, I know, but they're all the professors, they have their diverse background. And B2B guest lectures also we have. Yeah, it's a green campus. Gender ratio is amazing. In my batch, girls were more than boys. So yeah, best place to be.
Superb. And when did Shell happen to you? Was it part of your summer internship when you were in IIM Trichy that Shell came in? And what was that time like?
So there's the story. When I was an analyst for energy sector. whatever deal I'm working on, Shell is the top. Shell is acquiring wells in Canada. Shell is doing upstream in Americas. Shell is in Europe. Shell is everywhere. I discovered like campus mein I was appearing for Avalon Consulting, JP Morgan, because I did 3-year analyst. Even if I submit my CV, they'll just take me as an analyst. So when Shell came and like HRs gave the presentation, it was similar for me firstly. But then I discovered that this is the organization, 100-year-old organization, present in 70 countries. Their financial potential, potential of investing in people, building a culture. There are policies which are very people-friendly. Shell is a company, whenever Shell name will come, there will be a name of safety. Go to Google and check. Shell says goal zero. What goal zero means? Goal zero means we cannot have any incident towards our people and people who are working with us even via contracts. I was a sales manager, area sales manager for Bombay and Vapi region, and I'm from Amritsar, Punjab. I joined on May 2020 and I'm working for last 2 years from home. And I did achieve 111% target on my premium products and 80% on overall. So this is Shell's culture. They will equip you. They will train you. They will get their task also done. At the same time, they will meet their policies also. And of course, you know, Mumbai had most of the cases, COVID cases. So even my managers and like, you know, HR policies didn't allow me to shift. Even though my distributor employees said, you know, ma'am, we need you for this meeting. Whenever you move around, there is a L&T Coastal Road project going on. J. Kumar Infrastructure, Metro Tunneling Project. That Mumbai Metro Project deals I have converted. I am the lead salesperson for Surat Metro Project, Kanpur Metro Project, and Mumbai Metro Project. There are OEMs, TerraTech and Heranek, who supply these expensive 200 crore plus machines to contractors like J. Kumar and L&T. And these machines need high quality lubricants, which Shell is equipped to supply and Shell is approved. But then those deals are converted by me. So I'm just saying that virtually I arranged calls with these customers and did sales, of course, help of like a lot of functions, supply chain, finance, because the ticket size is huge, so we need to take a lot of approvals. I had to decide the pricing. Like, I never took pricing seriously in MBA. So do learn, like, you know, how you should price your products. That's why I think I was not up to the margin targets. But yeah, like, you know, grads, they expect to bring the volumes and margins they can take care of later. So,
Let's talk about a few challenges that you faced. You said that you did 111% of growth, premium business,
Mumbai
right?
areas, yeah.
In doing that, what sort of challenges you faced? Because we all know that we all were confined to our homes, right?
Yeah.
And as you mentioned that sales and marketing is something where you need to go to people and talk and convince them, right? So what sort of challenges came your way and how did you come about, you know, solving those?
Challenges, I'm a computer engineer. I had to learn what is lubricants. Okay, there were 200 products. And if you give so there is something called NLGI grade. If in this big 200 crore plus machine, if you put a grease of NLGI grade 1 instead of 2, machine is gone. So as a sales manager, even though I had a full-time support of a technical expert, I myself needed to understand the technicalities. I spent first 2 months learning about lubricants, but I was very bored because I was not able to understand those many product names and those many technicalities. Then my technical trainer told Pradeep, you know, by the time you learn technical, your stint will be over. So get into the field, speak to the customers, speak to the stakeholders. Whatever products they are repeating and whatever the deal is going, you learn that much technical part. And then you will be able to pick up. So I think now I know about lubricants, but not technically to that extent.
What drives you to, you know, get up in the morning, go to work in a company like Shell? Is there any moment which made you feel like, you know, this is where I belong to, this is where I work, and I take pride in that?
I think what keeps me motivating is at this early age, like just after MBA, I could see that, okay, I did this and I cracked this deal. So that's the platform Shell gives you. In Shell, if you'll get into, the accountability and the responsibility and the ticket size of the targets and the margins is huge on your shoulder. And that's what is expected out of B school students. You are expected to lead the positions when you join the firms. So I find myself fortunate that, like, I am now leading gas marketing advisors. So I am going, whatever pipeline comes to your house, that is one of the sectors, CGD sector we serve. I'm a marketing advisor for Shell India, where I'm going to cover the entire India territory for supplying gas.
Superb. One last question before I let you go, Pradeep. The Pradeep that walked into IIM Trichy, the gates that you crossed right after your computer engineering, where things changed in your life for the good, to the Pradeep that is standing right now talking to all of us, how much of a change that has happened to you in terms of personal and professional growth?
I think I understand how countries work, how industries work. Nothing is free, first of all, because once you will come to the companies, you will understand that everything is related. And I think as a citizen, or like citizens of India or global citizen, you should understand how you are contributing to the organization, to yourself, to your career, and to your economy. And I like energy sector. I think many people should join energy sector. Why? Because our country, India, is dependent on energy needs a lot. Our economy will go haywire if coal supply gets shut. We might not get electricity in our houses. So it's that critical. For us, ensuring energy needs are met is very important. And if you become business professional in energy sector, you will always be important professional to the country.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Pradeep, for joining us today, sharing
Thank
these
you.
information with us. I wish you all the very best in achieving all the targets and goals that you have in mind for you within the realms of Shell. We can include one or two quick questions if you guys have, and yeah.
You might have seen a lot of articles, new articles, people getting very environmentally conscious, right? All the companies are trying to go into net zero, incorporating solar energy in their warehouses and their learning centers, and trying to reduce their water intake. So how is Shell doing something different, where it makes, energy and a sustainability company and not just an energy company?
See, this decade is for energy, right? And everywhere, every company is going to that. But Shell being a big company, so we are going in a very different way altogether, right? Our aims and ambitions are pretty bold. And in terms of scope 1 and 2, I can give an example of my own factory here, which I run, right, in Taloja. Already, keeping the base of 2016, we are at 46% reduction in scope and scope 2. So just to tell you that at what speed we are going, it's something, right, unimaginable, right?
And just to add on to what you had properly asked, we are in renewables. We are in India also, we are tied up with Orb Energy and setting up solar plants with industrial customers. So we are into gas. We are helping Indian government reach that aim where you double the gas composition in the energy pie. And across the world, if you'll read up, Shell is acquiring a lot of companies is investing in technology where you reach these goals faster.
Hello everyone. So my question is regarding inclusive work environment. Do you have any success stories?
I belong to a diversified community. I have a polio in my right hand. So yeah, I'm a successful example, I think.
Thank you very much, guys, for speaking to these people, for making us understand what Shell is and what you guys stand for. I hope you guys have had fun during this session, and it was learning experience as well for you guys. A big round of applause for all of them.